Hey guys, it's Deepica, and I am so excited for today's video because it's kind of a big deal moment for me to be partnering with MAC Cosmetics, you guys. Like, MAC was my OG brand. Like, that was the brand that I begged my dad to go work out when I was 16 years old, and he was like, no, go study for the SATs, you're not getting a job, like your typical brown dad. When I first bought a makeup product, it was literally the MAC Studio Fix foundation shade NC42, this baby right here. Like, I truly feel that MAC is the brand that made me fall in love with makeup. Like, it was, I think because it like had so many shade ranges for brown women, and it wasn't a lot of brands out there back in the day that had like anything with yellow undertones. So when they asked me to partner with them, I had like a very a moment. Like, I just had a moment. I had to let that moment out for a second. This is just such a dream come true. So our particular partnership is around to celebrate the idea of the Fix family, which is all about the Studio Fix and being a part of the Fix family. I think everybody has memories about using the Studio Fix products. I honestly feel like everyone does, at least. And I've been sharing throughout the month my memories of using Studio Fix products in my life, and I've been encouraging all of you to share memories that you have with Studio Fix. But today's video specifically is about sharing beauty hacks using the Studio Fix products and some just general matte products, and how you can use them in multiple ways than how they kind of just seem on the surface. So I'm super excited. Let's get started. Here are some quick and easy beauty hacks using MAC products / MAC Studio Fix products. A little bit of both. All right, let's get started. Okay, so of course the traditional MAC Studio Fix products is their powder, which is like a matte, long-wearing powder that I'm obsessed with, and their foundation, which has a built-in SPF 15. I particularly am a big fan of this powder. Before I wore foundation, this is all I wore, and now I use it more to set my face. So let me start by saying a few beauty hacks using the MAC Studio Fix powder. I use shade NC42. Beyond being used over your entire face, for me, it's a great way to set your under eye concealer. It already has that like yellow undertone, so you don't have to worry about any white ashiness underneath your eyes. So that is something I love to do. It's also a really great way throughout the day to be able to kind of set your face if you ever get oily, just using this MAC and just kind of like putting on your face, because it is such a long wearing powder. So dope. The other thing I like doing is using some of the MAC Studio Fix to really kind of like soften eyeshadow. So sometimes when the edges of my eyeshadow are really like harsh, I take the NC42 and kind of soften it out on the edges like so. So you don't have to worry about any type of harsh lines, because that's my biggest pet peeve when it comes to shadows. Sometimes if I have a darker shade of the Studio Fix powder, I use it as the actual shadow itself. Another one that my friend Melissa actually taught me, which I just started to do, is actually powdering lightly the tip of your lashes. This one's crazy, you guys. I didn't even know this, but if you powder the tip of your lashes, it actually prevents the mascara from going underneath your eyes. Isn't that crazy? Also, you can use this powder on the rim of your mouth to prevent any bleeding of your lipstick. I also use it, honestly, as on my lip itself, just as like a base. It's kind of gross, but it works for me as kind of like a fake primer, weirdly so. The darker shades of the foundation I even use as contouring. It's great because it's a really matte formula. When I go into the NWs and you get into a darker shade, you can use it as a soft bronzer on the skin. I unfortunately don't have it with me right here. I was looking for it all day, but if you use that, you can use it as a soft bronzer because these are really matte formulas, so it's great to kind of create that contour on your face. Especially if you're somebody who likes to do a powder contour, that one is perfect for that. So that's another tip also with the Studio Fix powders. So I like to use, this was like the OG color correcting palette that everyone loves. If you guys remember my red lipstick video, I actually used a MAC lipstick underneath my eyes. But this color correcting palette is like the jam. Every makeup artist has it in their kit. And this orangey color is great for around my mouth area and underneath my eyes. Something that Dress Your Face taught me was using this Pro Longwear Concealer. The shade NC42 is what I use underneath my eyes, but she used NC45 around my mouth as a color corrector, which I thought was really interesting. And last but certainly not least, the one I want to talk to you guys about is the amazing Studio Fix. Yo, this is my jam. This Studio Fix is like, again, the OG setting spray that all makeup artists love. It's really great to set your face and kind of create that dewiness on your skin to kind of just finish it off, especially when you're using these Studio Fix products, which are a lot more matte coverage on your face. But a really cool trick with this also, you guys, is if you have a shadow that's not very pigmented. You know, sometimes you want your shadow to appear a little more dark, or, you know, sometimes it's more of a cheapy formula and it's more drugstore, something you want it to pop a little more. So this is what it looks like when I just do this, but watch, check this out. If you just spray a a little bit of the Studio Fix instead of using water if you already have it. Look how much more pigmented it comes on. That's dope. Like, look at the difference. Look how much it makes it pop. See, this is a drugstore eyeshadow and one using Studio Fix and showing it pop way, way more than without. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, I'm dying. Like, I want that on me right now. I'm gonna use it. Everyone needs the Fix Plus in their life. I don't know about you guys, but I honestly, genuinely, sincerely feel that MAC is one of those brands that you just can't go wrong with. When I first started discovering makeup, it was MAC, and that was all I ever used. And then when I started becoming a beauty blogger, I was like, okay, Deepica, it's time to branch out. Like, you can't just answer in every single interview or something that, what's your favorite this, and it's MAC, MAC, MAC. So I started to branch out. So I honestly feel like it like disappeared out of my life for a while. Okay, so see, it's like a really intense shadow now. I'm gonna take my Studio Fix NC42 powder and soften it out a little. See that? Oh, so good. And then I started to go to weddings, and like makeup artists, specifically Indian makeup artists, would use this on me. And it just reminded me how much I love it. The powders are just so great for my skin tone. They just get me, and it was like, Priyanka, dress your face. I mean, it just reminded me like, God, you know what? It is just such good powder formulas for my skin tone. So those are my beauty hacks using MAC products / Studio Fix products. It's kind of like make new friends but keep the old, right? You gotta keep the goodies in your life. These are staples. MAC Studio Fix, man, you're my OG. I love you, man. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments below what your memory is a part of the Fix fam. What was your like first moment that you remember using a MAC product? What is your shade? Let me know what yours is. Are you NC42 also? Shout out to all the NC42s out there. And thank you, MAC Cosmetics, for letting me be a part of this campaign. It's a dream seriously come true. Have I said that enough? I probably have. I don't even care because I'm so excited. If you guys like the beauty hacks, if you have a beauty hack of your own that I didn't mention, let me know in the comments below too. I would love to hear that as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.